All right. All right. All right. Let's see if we can hear it clearly. Testing. Okay. I think it's clear. It's clear enough. Hi. There we go. All right. We have a working microphone. I just want to make sure that it's not muffled or anything. I don't know. We'll put it here. Maybe I'll put it here. It just keeps on falling. It's weird. Let's see if I do this fully. Does that work? Hi. I'm good. How are you, Peter? Peter, right? That's weird, but yeah, we'll find out if it's actually working good. Let me know if you can hear me well. Let me know if the audio is good enough. Let me know if it's muffled or if it's making any kind of tick tick noise. I just want to make sure we are heard well because I want to talk to you a little bit today. You okay? Oh, all right, nice. Oh, I remember you. I remember you. Sound like an ASMR girl. Oh, cute. Nice. I will do the nails for you. For me, yoga is healing your body. Yes, audible. Nice. Hi, Sumaya. Hi, Aztec. How are you, love? All right. We're going to be talking about yoga. It is definitely a physical act in certain ways and definitely does help healing the body. But I want to talk to you a little bit today about what it does for the mind, what it does for society around us, how it can help us in general as people, not just as our own personal development. Audio's on point. Yay. Awesome. Hello, hello. Hi, James. Hi, Indian Monster. Okay. Hi, you guys. Welcome, welcome. So today we're going to talk for about an hour, and then we're going to do yoga after on Twitch. So I'm going to set an alarm because I get swayed a lot of times with talking and I forget. So I'm going to set an alarm for us. We're going to be talking for about an hour on here. I don't think I have a timer on here. I have to do it on the phone. Hi, your language we call yoga? Joga? Okay. I think that's kind of how it's pronounced. Yoj, I think it's pronounced, right? Originally. If you're visiting for a long time, stretch your arms vertically to release shoulder stress. Small yoga tip. My mom's master told me. Resist the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Okay. Why are we talking about God right now? Hi, friend. Some days I'm a little bit better than other days, but yeah. Okay, so we're gonna set up an hour. I'm gonna set up an hour for YouTube, and then we'll move to Twitch. Okay. There we go. 1 hour from now, we are going to go preach somewhere else. Okay. We're not talking about God today. I'm talking about yoga to you. He also didn't answer my question, so breathing yoga is the best for brain activity, increase blood. Yes, very true. Blood circulation, yes. It's pronounced as yogasana, but in short, people call it yoga. I thought the origin of it was not even yoga. Like you didn't you use YUJ, not G. That's what I thought it meant. Or it's. But anyways, we're not gonna dig too much into how you pronounce it or the name of it. We're gonna dig just more about what it actually is and the meaning of it for the most part. Your work, okay, yeah, no worries. Yeah, nice, Aztec. Yeah, cool. Okay, so I prepared a little bit of a document, a little bit of an article, so I can remember all the informations that I wanted to mention to you. Hi, hey Des, how are you, friend? uh, I am Arab and I live in Canada. Welcome, welcome from America, friend. Welcome. Okay, I'll wait a few minutes until, I speak to you a little bit and then maybe a few more people can join us. But the good thing about YouTube is that things can be reposted. So that's awesome if you like miss any kind of information. Let's do it, not discuss it. um, yeah, sometimes. You're scrolling on YouTube. Shut the fuck up, dude. Get out of my channel. The word you use as meditation is actually called. Oh, okay. Yeah, I cannot pronounce that. We say pranayama or pranayam. All right, you're tired from work. Oh no. Yeah, we cannot get married. Sorry. We're discussing we're discussing yoga today. We're talking about yoga today. What's your question? Actually, I'm not bothering. Um Anulum, Vilum. Okay, cool. Cool, cool. I'm going to talk about them in English mostly today. I don't think I can properly say the actual names in Sanskrit. I don't want to be disrespectful, so I'm just going to say it in English, okay? What was that about? Oh, hilarious. Yeah, people are already fucking rogue. And they're sitting on YouTube and then telling someone else what to do with their life. What the fuck? Okay, so today I'm going to talk about yoga in general. Okay, then we're going to demonstrate a little bit more of we'll do a little bit of pranayama and a little bit of asanas. It's not how you pronounce asanas. You doing yoga from 10 years? Cool, yeah, awesome. I don't know much about it, to be fair. Yeah, that's okay. I feel like most of us don't, and I didn't either. Yoga, it shouldn't be painful. It shouldn't be painful. It's a mindful act, not the first times. You can start to push your boundaries a little bit later on, but it's not meant to be painful. We're talking about yoga today, you guys, okay? I don't know what that is. Hi. Yoga invites demon. You're a demon. That's why it invited you. Um, thank you, thank you. Thanks, love, Mus. Have a lovely day too. Okay. Yeah, you guys. Hello, hi. Hi, maybe later. Thank you, friend. Thank you. Appreciate you for being on here. Awesome. Yeah, I hope you have an awesome day too. Okay, so I'll start talking to you a little bit about what yoga is. In general, in Western society, most people think of yoga as a physical practice for to get to feel better about your body, to look better. It mostly described as a form of exercise. Um, totally thought that's what I thought too in the beginning. I mainly thought it was a physical practice. I mainly thought, I will be doing it to feel better about myself, to look better. I wanted to do that, right? Yoga is healing our bodies, definitely. Bye, friend. Look beautiful you there. Thank you, friend. Thank you, Christopher. Feel better through repentance. Okay, get out of here. You go repent somewhere else. Why are you on YouTube, you weirdo? Blasphemy? Yes, okay. I want to worship Indian deities. I would rather that than your God, okay? I would rather a God that I can actually feel in the flesh rather than a God that's above the sky that is like looking down on us in a weird way. So goodbye. Keep sliding. This is not for you. Okay, cool. So most people, myself included, were have a bad idea. And I came from a religious background too, right? So I was also taught that yoga is demonic. Yoga is, um, gets you away from God, and uh, you invite the devil inside of your head. It was fucking weird. I was taught that since I was a child, and I can relate to people thinking of it this way because same as in the West. Most people think it's a physical exercise, right? Most of the times, people actually they will not. Yeah, no, that's not what it is. It's not what it is. This is not something that is here to arouse you. Okay, it's not something here that is oh, hot girl in tight pants doing moves for you. It's not how that is. It's not what the definition of yoga is. It's not the purpose of what yoga is. It's just the shallow end of looking at it. If you want to dig deeper, you can sit and listen a little bit. All right. So, Trump, get out of my chat. This is Estic. Feel free to not like worry too much about people, because especially when we're talking about yoga, I'm assuming a lot of people are just gonna uh you can be hot. This is not about that, right? You can still be beautiful, or you can still be less beautiful. It's not about your physical appearance. Yoga is not about your physical appearance. Yoga is a lot more about your inner state, your mental state before your physical state, your emotional and spiritual state, and how you can reflect that onto the world around you. Yeah, I know that breathing technique. Thank you. Yeah, we'll do that a little bit at the end of this session before we move to Twitch to do the actual yoga. We'll do a little bit of breath work. Um, those are two of my favorite. Like that was one of them. The one where you breathe from the one that you're not holding, then you exhale from the one that you're holding, and then you breathe from it. And then there's another one where you just inhale from your nose, exhale from your mouth while making a certain sound. We don't want to dig deeper, just want to see camel toe. Okay. Thank you. No, thank you. Gross. Go watch porn, dude. Um, no, first of all, there is a common misconception about yoga in the West. Unfortunately, yoga has been commercialized, has been brought into. Hi, loudspeaker. How are you, love? Hi, Stephen. How are you? Welcome. I'm talk to you a little bit today about yoga. So there are a lot of misconceptions about it currently in the Western world specifically. It's well in the Eastern world, in certain places, there are still misconceptions about it being like demonic or being connecting you with the devil and shit like that. The Western society looks at it as an exercise, something to get fit and to look good and look blah blah blah, all these kind of things. And while the physical activity is part of what yoga is and what it stands for, it's only one tiny little fragment of it. It's actually 1 out of 8 limbs of yoga. Hi, Ezra. Uh, you're so cold. Oh, what happened? How is it cold? I tell you my misconceptions about yoga. If you want to, yeah, if you want to share, we can discuss it a little bit. But yeah, most of us lead unhealthy lives, which makes our circulatory system rot. So yoga clears it out. Yes, totally. Totally. Definitely yoga clears out a lot of your blockages. And then that is through breath work, physical activity, or actual you know, uh, physical activity in the world around you. Some people say that you need fitted clothes, but some say you need loose like cotton outfits. I think Western culture is the most accurate. Sorry, the Eastern culture, the Eastern understanding of it is that's where it comes from, and they wear bigger clothes, right? They wear bigger clothes in yoga. Yoga is not supposed to be, uh, again, it's not supposed to be an act, a physical act for most of the times. And the reason people dress up a certain way when they're doing yoga is sometimes because they want to feel good in certain clothes. Sometimes it is because it's commercialized, right? They sell you these things as, oh, this is yoga pants. This is yoga pants. Here, buy yoga pants. Fuck you, Trump. I think you should wear comfy clothes. I see you also wear yoga pants. No, I don't. If you haven't looked at my videos and you're assuming, or no, you're guessing. Okay, go check. I don't have any videos in here. I wear whatever I want. I don't think that there's like one size fit all. Okay. I have tight clothes and I have big clothes. I find it more comfortable to wear bigger clothes in yoga while I'm doing yoga. It doesn't mean that I will always wear bigger clothes to do yoga. It's not a one size fit all. Okay. You can wear whatever you feel comfortable with. Some people like tight clothes, some people like wide clothes. I like a combination of both, depending on the day and what I'm feeling like, okay? Yoga is union of mind and body and soul. That is one understanding of it. Yes, one understanding of it. The bigger understanding is union with everything. Union with life, union with people around you, union with you and your multiple selves. Your son is 14, over 100. That might be a dietary issue. He probably needs more workout than yoga. We're talking about yoga today. They tend to have zero understanding of their own culture. Who are we talking about? Eastern culture? From my understanding, that's not the case. Some people don't. Let's not generalize about a whole thing. Some people don't, like, not every Eastern person is going to practice yoga, right? If you practice yoga, yeah, from young, you might, I think you need less care, physical care from doctors. Um, no, we're not talking about like bigger clothes that you actually trip on, right? Just comfy, not necessarily tight. But I'm wearing a tight thing here. It's again a combination of both if you want to, but tight clothes usually what it does is it prevents your circulation from actually moving through the body the way it's supposed to be moving. And a lot of the yoga clothes that we wear right now has a lot of what is that material? The stretchy nylons and stuff like that. These are they literally leak plastics into your body. You absorb them, especially when you're doing yoga and you're actually moving. All your pores are open, so you want something that allows them to breathe rather than something that sticks on them. And you're like nylon, for example, or what is the other one, the stretchy one, Ligras and stuff like that. Those are materials that are not made in nature, right? They're synthetic. So the effect that they leave on your body can be damaging. Um, I don't like going to the dentist, no. That's a weird question, loudspeaker. More comfortable. Uh, this fucking person is back in here. Let's get you out of here, fucking retard. More comfortable in the gym if girls do not wear yoga pants. Ensure they're okay. Everybody's allowed to do whatever they want. It's a public space, right? You can be comfortable, you can have a preference, you're allowed to have preference, but everybody has their own preferences too, right? Wear anything you want, but some clothes are meant to show off the body more on purpose. Sure. I'm not gonna disagree with you there. There are certain types of clothes that uh, I think it does show the body or emphasizes certain parts of the body more than others. Sure. Um, Yoga is good for our physical therapy. It's not, it's, yes, that's one part of yoga, right? Just being a dumbass said, okay, people in the West who get into yoga tend to be vegetarian or vegans, leftists, but it's right. There's a lot of generalization, right? We as humans, we like to put things in categories and we generalize based on certain things. It doesn't mean that it's not fully accurate, but it's not the only thing that's there, right? You can't say all people or all women who wear tight clothes are just showing off their body. Maybe they're just comfortable with it. You can't decide what someone's intentions are. You can make observations, but your observations are based on your points of view and ideas in the world. Hi, you guys. Hello. I don't know what you're talking about. Welcome. Welcome. See section. Yoga before I do yoga. Watch yoga from Star Wars. Okay, interesting. Just do no video when you're alone. I mean, if you want to, you can do whatever you want when you're alone. Um, Thank you, Hellisher. Thank you, friend. I've been told I appreciate it though. Hi, you guys. Hello. Girl, I asked you like 2 questions. I don't know what your questions were, Sarge. Have I heard about linen and the benefits of wearing it? Yes, yeah, totally. It's much better than like linen and cotton are the best types of materials to wear. It's public space. Again, if you went there in clothes showing, you would not be arrested. You would not be arrested. If they're wearing certain type of clothes, you would not be arrested. So you can't. It's not a double standard. You can give it a shot if you want to, right? I don't know where you live, but in my culture, women do get arrested for showing skin sometimes, right? It depends on the country that you're living in. Right. Yeah, I got it. No, I don't. Loudspeaker. International Chocolate Day. Nice. Yeah, you can wear whatever you want. Again, I believe in manifestation. I don't believe in I don't believe faith without action works. If one person doesn't match tendency, I don't know what you're talking at that point, Stephen. Stephen. Polyester is really bad for you. It's synthetic. Yeah, I answered your question, Saraj. It's either you weren't here or you weren't paying attention. Either way, it's not my problem. Um, Yoga is connecting with the divine. Yoga is just not a physical activity, spiritual as well. Meditative activity is important, allows you to truly connect with your inner self. Very cool. I just don't know what you're talking about, loudspeaker. You asked me a couple questions that were a little weird. Total double standard. I don't go to public. Actually. Okay, you hating on someone else for the way they dress is your problem. Okay, not their problem. Just for literally after Islamic revolution changed. Yeah, of course. How do you know? You're making assumptions what girls are doing it for. You don't know their intentions, okay? I don't have kids, no. How about the frequency of clothing? Definitely. Yeah, that definitely affects it. The material is the frequency of the clothing, yeah. In my opinion. No, I'm not a vegan. I love meditation, yes. It's all about breathing properly. Thank you. You can practice yoga however way you want. It's okay, loudspeaker, no worries. I didn't fully connect with you there. I didn't know what you were talking about. Connection with your inner self also allows also connect to others. Yes, totally. Will yoga help your neck pain? Yes, it can for sure. Um, it is distracting. I do understand that certain clothing can be distracting, especially if you're trying to work out. I get it, but like I said, you can choose not to be distracted by it. You can choose to not look. You can choose to just ignore that. You can choose to work out at home if you wanted to. Anyways. No, I answered your question and you're welcome. Like, I don't know what the issue you said again that I didn't answer your question. I'm like, I don't get it. You were saying that I did answer your question. Anyways, I'm trying to read quickly, so sometimes I will miss certain informations, right? Thank you, Jeffrey. It's because we care about morals. I mean, so you need more subscribers and viewers. No, I'm okay. You don't have to look exactly. Yeah. Good morning. Hi, Arthur. How are you, love? Empathy, thoughts on belief, and religion. I hate religions. I do know here is the. Okay, stop talking about women. Stop talking about women. Your hatred towards women who are doing something that you disagree with is a problem that you need to solve on your own. Okay, it's not what we're discussing here. I never want to disappoint you. No, you don't. And don't call me queen. I'm not a queen. I'm just a human being. Okay. Thank you, loudspeaker. Though they're not hardwired to look. Not everybody looks. Some people decide not to. Okay, that's a personal choice. To be one with nature beside a beautiful waterfall. Yes. Do daily stretching. You, but only for 15 minutes. Full body. Should I do more? 15 minutes a day is awesome. 15 minutes a day is awesome. Thank you, you guys. Thank you. I don't know how to, you know, if you need patience, you need to care for yourself to care for an older person. You need to really show care for yourself. Let me see. Am I far? Oh no, I'm not too far. Okay, cool. Should be okay for women to be topless to beach wherever men are. When if they have the right to do so, if legally they have the right to do so, they should have the right to do so. If their government doesn't allow it, then another problem, another thing. I believe everybody should have the right to do whatever they want as long as they're not harming anybody else. You're a healer, you use energy to help people. Beautiful. But you have different parts of your brain other than the lizard part of brain, and you can choose to interact with it or not. Uh, we will go on. Welcome from Scotland. Science assumes that reality is consistent and observable. Logic assumes coherence is non. Okay, cool, cool. Mental disease get well after practicing yoga. Yes, yes. Mental issues can definitely be solved or brought down with yoga. Yoga is not religious; it's a cultural thing. Look, if you love someone, you don't tell them how to be. You just let them be. And that's the last thing I'm going to discuss with you about this whole topic. Okay, I want to talk about yoga. Cool, cool. Hi, you guys. Morning, Ali. Welcome, welcome, you guys. Old school gentlemen with manners. Hi, you guys. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Um, I'm gonna. Okay, it's been a half an hour. I want to talk to you a little bit. Racism, sexism, I think. But yeah. Hi, Caleb. Uh, Healthy mind and body makes a better man, and a better man creates a better society. Yes, healthy mind makes better people, person, and better people makes better society, better life in general. I think government should allow it, or should women be required to cover their breast? I don't at the beach, I don't think anybody should. I think everybody should be naked at the beach if they want to be. Do I think government should have anything to do with it? You know, I don't think so either. I think you should have the freedom to wear whatever you want. It's too hard to focus. Okay, cool. Yoga is beautiful for ADHD. And like I said, or I'll talk to you a little bit more about it. Yoga is a lot more than just a physical activity. Meditating for 15 to 20 minutes a day, sorry, 5 to 15 minutes a day can help a lot with ADHD. You need to cover your mouth and stop talking. It's time for our food. People talk about what other, yeah, we used to hunt for food and people are talking about what we were. Okay, you're out of my chat. You're out of my channel. I don't know why I was even giving you a chance. You're fucking retarded. Hi, you guys. Thank you. Yoga doesn't destroy you, no. If you do it the wrong way, caring for someone is very different than telling them what to do with their life. Karma yoga, Raja yoga, Hatha yoga. What's the other? There's like I think there's 6 of them. Let me see. I think I have this information on here. Okay. Let me just I think I'm gonna leave the comments at this point. I'm gonna talk to you a little bit, okay? Uh Yes, you can do yoga with physical disability, yes. It's not just a physical practice. Yeah, he's gone. Thank you, Aztec. I actually, I blocked him too, but I didn't notice that you blocked him. People with disability can do breathing yoga, yes. This meditation part, I can't. I tried and I can't clear my mind because something always pops up into your head. It's not about stopping the what pops up into your head, right? That's not possible. Your brain's function is to continue on going. You're not actually supposed to try and suppress the thoughts. You're trying to exist with those thoughts. That's the goal of meditation. It's not to suppress them or to quiet them down either. Yoga is also becoming one of the divine, to tune into yourself. Don't remind me of me and my own damn business. Okay. Okay, cool. Anyways, so Hatha, Raja, Bhakti, Karma, and Jnana. Um, so the word yoga comes from the word yoke or yoj. It means to join or to unite. People think it's a unity of the mind and the body. It's a lot more than that. It's just the realization of connection without any form of separation with you and the world in general. Um, oh, thanks, loudspeaker. Thank you. Thanks, love. Uh, Listen now, okay? Listen, stop typing. um, okay, so Hatha yoga is the asanas, the movements. It also includes pranayama, which is breathing, preparing your mind and body for a state of meditation. That's Hatha yoga. Raja yoga is meditation and mental discipline. So it's just mentally, like in here, rather than physical activity of it. Bhakti yoga is the path of love and devotion. And the path of love and devotion can include your love and devotion for your life, for yourself, for other people around you. Um, Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of things that we can do to improve ourselves. These are some of the things that we can. So, Hatha, Raja, Bhakti Yoga is the path of love and devotion. Karma Yoga is the path of doing things, giving without an expectation back into it, without attachment to any result, whether that is in the world, whether it is in your own life too. That's what Karma Yoga is about. Jnana Yoga emphasizes on wisdom, just divine wisdom in general. Okay. Um, oh, hi, Counting Stars. Hi, love. How are you? Okay, cool. We're talking about yoga today. So these are the five aspects of yoga. In within those five aspects of yoga, there's eight limbs of yoga, 8 arms to yoga. Um, okay, so this is a beautiful quote. It says, yoga is the stilling of the influctuations of the mind. The mind is very, very diverse, very wide, has a lot of aspects to it. Yoga is the stillness within that. Oh, how are you, Hindu, and you don't know shit about yoga? Are you kidding me? Yoga does not just mean stretching. Yoga, this is one tiny little part of it. So there are 5 types to yoga. Hatha yoga is the one that has asanas or physical movements, physical postures that are related to your breath and your mindful state, kind of, to prepare the body to be in a mindful state, right? Okay, let me know if I get muted. Oh, yeah. All right, you guys, my microphone might die. So, our mind is full of ideas. It's full of movements. I think yoga is better. Okay, so our mind is constantly getting pulled and pushed with emotions and thoughts and ideas and ideologies and beliefs and fear and anxiety, which all leans or falls under emotions, right? We are constantly being pulled with our brain that way, which kind of takes us out of the present moment. Yoga is basically coming into the present moment. Please don't spam, okay? Please don't spam. You don't have to spam the chat, okay? Come back in like a minute. Timed you out because you know you don't know. Okay, cool. I need to be mindful of my body and how my body is actually sitting, which is one of the most important lessons and understandings of yoga, is to be mindful of yourself constantly. So the Yoga Sutras describe 8 limbs of yoga, has an 8 limbs of yoga. The sutra, I think that's a book of yoga. What was it called? It was called something else too. I forgot. So I don't know all asanas now. Hi Israel, reality, yeah, Israel, reality, real. I I lost electricity yesterday, so we couldn't. I didn't have Wi-Fi, so I couldn't go on the live. Stick around if you want to know how to deal with anxiety. Um, there are certain breath works that could help you to do that. So the 8 limbs of yoga are ethical principles when relating to others, when dealing with others, treating others in a moral way, in a kind way, in a humane way. Um, Personal discipline, physical postures, the asanas, breath regulation, pranayama. I didn't mention the other ones. Withdraw of the senses, so less attachment, concentration, focus, meditation, which is another state is something that you can reach with asanas and pranayama, and deep absorption of integration, right? So let me repeat them back to you. Ethical principles when dealing with others, personal discipline, which is different than just physical discipline, right? It's also mental. Welcome, Kerala. Yeah, I've heard about Kerala. Yeah. Um, Breath work, breath regulation, pranayama. I love that word, pranayama. Um, Withdraw of the senses, detachment from the world that we're living in, concentration, focus, meditation, and integration, right? So the physical aspect of it is just literally 1 out of 8. It's crazy because like most people only know the physical aspect of yoga. Most people think that's the most important part of yoga, right? It's physical movement. It's an exercise. Um, okay, cool. Cool. I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm a little bit kind of waking up, but yeah. Um, cool. Right. Okay. So why is it not just physical? Because we treat the body, they treat the body. Kundalini yoga, yes, yeah, of course. They treat the body as a vehicle or a vessel for to reach a meditative state and understanding rather than it's a means to an end, not really the goal, the main goal. The main goal is not to stretch the body. It's not to be in a certain position where you stretch or you work out or you exercise that part of your body. Not exactly. It's a means to an end to reach a meditative state, whether that is in a physical way where you put yourself in a physical position or you do certain breath work. Thank you. Thank you, Matt. I'm going to subscribe. Okay, thank you. Thank you. You don't like yoga? If you don't like yoga, I don't know. But anyways, this is just the topic of today for now. Um, okay, so why is it important? Why is it important? Why is yoga is important? From a scientific point of view, which a lot of people really like to emphasize on, there's a lot of benefits. There's a lot of health benefits to the physical activity of yoga, the mental activity of yoga, the breath work of yoga, all aspects, all 8 limbs of it, basically. So it improves your balance, your strength, your flexibility, but it also, what it does, especially on a mental level, is it helps reduces stress. Um, in India, people used to do yoga, Douglas, and it was good. Yes, yeah. Nowadays, I know that it's a little bit less, yeah, unfortunately. And in the West, it's a lot more commercialized. It's a lot more like a fashion kind of thing or to feel good kind of vibe, right? Um, no, I have not. Please don't spam the same question. Please don't spam the same question. Okay. I have not. Um, okay. So, uh, the breathing state, the meditative state that you put yourself in, uh, helps reduce your stress. It helps lower your the inflammation in the body. It helps reduce certain like cortisol, for example, is a stress hormone. It helps reduce cortisol. It helps you just kind of be in here rather than be riled up with the mind and going back and forth and getting torn apart. by your mind, by your thoughts, by your feelings. Uh, his growth, yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess he did already. Thank you, Aztec. No worries. No, no music today. Maybe we'll do that a little bit later on Twitch. But yeah, I'm gonna be going on Twitch in about 20 minutes, you guys. Okay. I just wanted to talk about the principle of yoga and maybe do a little bit of meditation before we move on to the actual physical activity of doing yoga. Okay, so um, that's basically what it is. Breathing can influence your nervous system. When you slower your breath, when you breathe a certain way, you have a calmer psychological state. Your mind is in a calmer state. There comes the burp. Yeah. Um, yeah, practice yoga, save money from doctors. Yeah, save your health too. It's yes. We talked about the 8 limbs of yoga already. I can mention them again. But it definitely has nothing like the sorry, not that has nothing to do with it, but like the physical aspect of it is like one or two because meditation is also a physical practice. So the asanas is just one aspect out of 8 aspects of or limbs of yoga. And then my Twitch is on in my bio. You just click the picture on my in my profile, and then you'll find my links in there in the bio. Um, we will be going to that in like 20 minutes. Um, yeah, yoga is awesome. Yoga is really awesome. I think it can be a really healing practice, and I know for sure it has been for me. Um, for me, it has done a lot of beneficial physical and psychological and mental and spiritual and all kinds of ways. It's been really helpful. Hi, you guys. Welcome. Yeah, we're talking about yoga. We're talking about yoga today. Okay, so um, it helps you focus, it helps you maintain awareness, it helps you come back to your body, it helps you come back to your present moment. It also helps you treat other with mindfulness, treat your house with mindfulness, treat your body, treat the world around you, the earth around you, other people. It helps you cultivate discipline and actually like in a good way rather than like kind of go away. It's more like a mindful discipline where you're actually like, kind to yourself, kind to your body, kind to the world around you, to your house, to your like cleaning your house can be yoga, right? The way depending on the way that you do it. It depends on how mindful you are through all of these practices. Um, yeah, so that's kind of what it is. For the most part, we're summarizing it, right? I will talk to you. Maybe we'll do a little bit of meditation at this point. I'm going to put a little bit of music and just sit here and breathe with you guys. If you've done this before, if you've done this before, if you have not done this before, sometimes you might need to like count. Sometimes it's nice to use a guided meditation or a guided like a breath work where it actually does the timing for you. Uh, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, Matthew. That's cool though. Yeah. Thank you, you guys. Thank you. Thank you for you guys tough. Results come in years. If you're looking for physical results, yeah. If mental results are a lot quicker, a lot quicker. The mental mindfulness that you can actually gain from yoga can be very instant in days. You can start to notice your brain reducing a lot of the martial form of yoga. Cool, yeah. Maybe, yeah, that would be nice. So you will notice the mental benefits and the emotional and spiritual benefits of it a lot faster than the physical results of it, right? But like I said, doing yoga is not a means to an end in a physical manner. It's more like using the body to gain awareness and gain mindfulness and slow down and be at a certain like a less inflamed kind of state on a physical level. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I don't know. Fighting skill like kung fu? Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, that would be fun. Um, where to get the course of yoga? Um, there are a lot of online schools that can offer you that. I don't have a specific one to tell you about here. Um, but I would go for an Eastern school more than a Western school, even though a lot of them do have a lot of valuable teachings. Sometimes they lack the actual essence of it. Um, you can lose weight, yes, but it's like I said, it's not the goal of yoga. The goal of yoga is to gain perspective, to gain awareness, to gain physical discipline, which can help you sometimes lose weight if that was your goal, but it's not exactly the like it's not the exact result, not the most immediate result that you get. Yeah, yeah, 4:32. All right, let's play some music. I'm gonna breathe a little bit with you, and then we're gonna move to Twitch to do some yoga there. Um, let's play some music first. Oh, there we go. No, never mind. Never mind. I'm just gonna try to find. Maybe we'll play some handpan. Yeah. It's not just eating less. Sometimes body types uh can hold fat in a different way. You do need to. You do need movement. You do need uh to be mindful of the food that you're eating when you're eating. All these kind of things, right? If I'm stuck in your head, what do? You allow yourself to be stuck in your head and you stop the fight. Okay? You allow yourself to just be. You can do certain breath work. You can do certain exercises that can help you step out of your brain a little bit. But you have to recognize that that's a battle that you do not want to be fighting. You want to create peace within your mind rather than be like, oh, I don't want to be in my mind. I don't want to be in my mind. Right? Okay. Okay, you guys. So let's do a little bit of breath work. Okay, so this is how this breath work works. You close your left nostril, you breathe from your right, and then you close the one that you breathe from and you let go. You exhale from the one that you were holding before, and then you inhale like so. If I inhale from my right one, I'm going to close it and exhale from my left one, and then inhale from my left one, and then exhale from my right one. Okay, this breath work can help you calm your nervous system, gain focus, gain mindfulness. It can help reduce inflammation in the brain and in the body. Okay, cool. So how to inhale? um, Slowly, very, very slowly. Try to fill up all of your chest. A lot of us breathe from our upper chest more than anything else. Try to fill your guts, then your lower chest, then your upper chest if you can. Okay, don't just fill up those lungs, your upper part of the lungs, right? Try to breathe into your lower lungs and into your guts. If you can fill your guts with the breath, that's perfect. If you just had food, it's probably harder. If you're fasting, it's easier to breathe into your guts rather than when you have had food. Okay. Um, so very slowly inhale and very slowly exhale. But usually I like to exhale for double the time that I inhaled, right? So if I inhaled for like 4 seconds, I like to exhale for 8 seconds. You can also, so in this one, you can't make a sound, but in the next one that we'll do, you can make a sound out of your mouth. Okay. Yoga is free medicine. Yes. Yeah. All right, you guys. Breathe with me, okay? Close your left nose. This is my left nose. Then you inhale from the right one, and then you exhale from the left, and then you inhale from the left, okay? We'll do this for like 3 more minutes. This is super easy. Doesn't take a lot of focus, but just slightly. I messed up. I actually did the opposite. I did the opposite. Again, I did the opposite. I tend to get lost sometimes, especially when I start to get in a really relaxed state. I forget what I'm doing. I actually do. It becomes so like, I'm like gone. I almost passed out for a second. Okay. So sometimes you can get dizzy. Yeah. Um, this is pranayama. Yes. Sometimes you can get dizzy, but the only reason you get dizzy is because you hyperventilate. It's very important that you slow down. When you allow CO2 to build up in your lungs, you will not get dizzy the same way. You get dizzy from the hyperventilation of too much oxygen in your body. Too much oxygen can get flushed into your body and can make you dizzy sometimes, right? If you allow CO2 to build up, it doesn't happen that way. Okay? So I'm going to do 5 more minutes of another breath work, which is basically you just inhale from your nose and then you exhale from your mouth while making a sound. Okay? You can make whatever sound that you want. I'm not sick, no. You can make whatever sound that you want. You can just push the sound out. You can smoothly push it out. You can even not make a sound if you want to, okay? So I want to just be comfy. All right, breathing from our nose. Very slow breath and even slower exhale. Not very comfy. Wait, let me just move the chair a little. Let me show you the cats. My cats are meditating there. Look at that. Yoga physically can be hard, but it's not meant to be. You're meant to go at a slow pace. Hi. Hello. Do you want to do yoga? Are you doing yoga? You're so cute. Okay. Ooh, I'm actually a little too relaxed. Okay. So, um, just a buzz? What's a buzz? In the dizziness? What's a buzz? You get a buzz from like from the breath work? Thank you, thank you. Thank you, friend. Yoga is easier when you practice. Yes, totally, totally. Certain positions are harder than others, but you're not meant to jump ahead of time. You're meant to walk your way to it, right? Slowly. So it's not technically it's not meant to be hard. It's meant to be a little challenging. Okay? So 5 more minutes and then we'll go on Twitch and do yoga, okay? Now inhale from your nose, exhale from your mouth, make a sound if you want to, okay? I'm gonna be making a sound. All right. I want to be a little bit more relaxed. It's nice to be comfy. It's nice if your body isn't hurting. It helps you reach a calmer state than if you're like, standing up or if you're in an uncomfortable position or something. Okay? All right. Twice as long, the exhale. I prefer it this way. The slower it is, the better. Hello. Hi. Oh. Hi, Bubba. Okay. Hi. Are you weirded out by the sounds I'm making? She's weirded out. Yeah. Yeah. She's like, "What the fuck are you doing? You sound weird, my mom." Okay, cool. I'm okay. Nothing is wrong, okay? I'm actually really relaxed, Evie. I'm actually relaxed. She's not usually one to sit by me. Hi, Ian. Hi, friend. Yeah. Okay, one last breath. Okay. Okay. Beautiful state. Very beautiful state to be in. The brain is slowed. It's more focused on the body at this point rather than being wrapped up in here so much. It's more in here, it's more in the lungs. I can feel it in my stomach a little bit. I'm still fasting. I haven't had any food. So that was Evie or Eve. We call her Evie, but her name is Eve. Cat purrs are really, yeah, they're awesome. They're beautiful. They're a beautiful form of meditation too. I love it when they sit on my chest and they just make a sound the whole day. It's so cool. It's the best. Excuse me. Yeah. They definitely understand yoga. They definitely practice yoga a lot more than we do. They meditate like for hours and hours on a daily basis. Okay, so I'm gonna be here for 5 more minutes, then we're gonna go on Twitch, okay, the purple app, and do some yoga. There I can play my music a bit better and we can do like a horizontal thing. I think I'll do a little bit of meditation too, in the beginning of it, and then I'll move to the actual asanas. I'll do some of my favorite ones and just try and be here with the body. If you have any questions about yoga, please let me know. Otherwise, I will be leaving in 3 more minutes. If you want to do yoga with me, the link is in my bio for my Twitch, and if you use Twitch, you can meet me there. I'm probably going to end up recording this session and maybe posting it on YouTube. I think that might be something I'm going to give a shot to this time. So maybe I'll get it reposted after. The point of yoga is to cultivate mindfulness and a self-discipline of your is on a personal level or in the world around you. Let me read you this again. We read this in the beginning of the stream. The 8 limbs of yoga. The 8 limbs of yoga are ethical principles regarding other people, treating other people in a moral, an ethical way, personal discipline, physical discipline, breath work, which helps you cultivate mindfulness and reduces the inflammatory state that the body can be in from a stressful state. Um, it helps you not pull your muscles. Yes, stretching for sure. So after the breath work, there's detachment, withdrawal of your senses, meditation, which is just a mindful state that you can be in where you're not taken away by your thoughts, and integration of eternal wisdom, divine wisdom, or spiritual wisdom around you in life. Okay. Namaste, namaste, friend. Used to do yoga for at least 18 years. Wow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's amazing. Good job for your dad. You must have led a healthy life for the most part, I think. No flower today. We're going to be doing yoga today. It's not very much of a physical. Do you see things when meditating? Not really. The only thing that you see is just um, depends on if you're in a dark room or a bright room. What happens is if I'm doing it in here, I start seeing like the little dots of your blood, or that are on your eyelid. Like, I think it's just an interpretation of the brain of what's actually happening inside of there. Some people see images. I don't see images. I see by words. I think by words. I don't think by images. So it's not possible for me to really see anything until I bring it into a mental, into like an intellectual word. Sadie, yeah, sure. Maybe when I oh, my phone is ringing. There we go. Okay, so it's been an hour. It's been an hour. I'm gonna go to Twitch soon, okay? 4 a.m. is the best time to do yoga. Awesome. Yeah, I love it when you do it when you first wake up. It's a beautiful practice. Yeah. The white knight unites with the dark day. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Cool. That's a good way of thinking about it. So from the 5 types of yoga, today we're going to be doing hatha yoga, which is we did a part of it right now, which is pranayama or breath work. And then 3 a.m. is witching hour. Yes, yeah, very cool. And then now I'm gonna move into doing some asanas to try to put my body in a comfortable state. I am menstruating, so I'm gonna be doing some yoga for period pain. Um, and then that's it. That will be it for the day. Your podcast video, a coach that they communicate with other beings like ghosts. I can't say that I feel that way. I can't say that I know this way, but I think when you do yoga, you do gain some sort of sense of unity with the divine, which is literally living in you, um, and that can sometimes feel like you're interacting with a different entity or a different, like a spiritual being. To me, it's just me connecting with the divine. I am a yogi, yeah, in the making. Uh, Yeah. Um, yeah. Cool. Okay, you guys. So I'm gonna hang up from here. I'm gonna hang up from YouTube and I'm going to go to my Twitch. Okay. I'm gonna go do a yoga session on Twitch just to let me see. Yoga help. Yes, it helps with period cramps. Yes. Yours are terrible. Oh, I'm sorry. At this point, I was considering taking birth control. It's up to you, your body, your freedom. For me, I did not like taking birth control. I think birth control can be really harmful to your body in different ways. I prefer just physical practices, and sometimes I use, plant medicine for it. But mostly, there are a lot of yoga asanas. You don't have to practice asana to actually help with your cramps. You can just practice meditation or breath work to help with that, to help you release the tension that you can hold on to that part of the body. I'm already feeling the tension kind of building up for me. Um, yeah. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy I got to talk to you guys about it today. I'm from Syria and I live in Canada. I'm gonna hang up at this point and I'm gonna go to my Twitch. I'm gonna go live on Twitch. Okay, if you want to follow my Twitch, the link is in my bio. Click on the picture and you can find my links in that bio. Okay. I'm gonna go for now. Thank you for tuning in with me. Okay. I hope you have an awesome day. I hope you can find mindfulness in your day to day practices, in your activity. I hope you can reach unity with the world around you and people around you. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Bye, you guys. I will talk to you later. Uh, get. Okay. Bye, you guys. Talk to you later.